It's a rather cool and calm start to the morning. We're around 5 to 10 degrees warmer in comparison to where we were at yesterday. A lot of us were in the 20s to start off our Sunday morning. This time around, we're seeing a bit more in the way of those 30s. That will lead us to at least a warmer afternoon. It's going to be fairly comfortable. We're talking highs back into the 60s, possibly even some more 70s as we head into the later portions of the week. But we'll have a bit of a week cool down beforehand for the cold front that's going to come through tomorrow. That'll bring us back just a little bit to near normal. But don't worry, warmer temperatures are going to be on the way. 37 over into Odessa this morning, 32 into Midland. We're sitting around 28 into Lakewood and Artesia, 46 over into Fort Davis. We're sitting around 40 into Coleman, 31 into Bradshaw. Spread of temperatures across the region, 44 in Abilene, but around 25 into Sonora this morning. Taking a look at the Lone Star State of Texas, we're seeing some clouds that's going to overspread the region as we go throughout much of the day with those southerly winds ahead of this little surface low right here. That's going to help bring in a weak cool front as we head into the later portions of tonight into tomorrow. We're going to see our most cloudiest conditions for today. That's going to be into your afternoon, leading way to sunshine by the evening. This is when the cool front's going to start approaching into those overnight hours. We're going to be expected to stay dry. Unfortunately, no precipitation, but there'll be a little bit of precipitation along into the Arklatex region, mostly into pushing areas of South Texas. Otherwise, we're going to continue with that northerly breeze as we head in throughout much of the overnight, pushing into Wednesday as well, as high pressure is going to be able to build in and keep that northerly breeze. We could be gusting up to near 20, possibly even 30 miles per hour at times as we head in, as the cold front arrives on Tuesday, pushing even into around Wednesday. It's going to be relatively cooler. So we'll go from around 65 today, drop around to 62. So it is a fairly weak cool front. We'll keep the northerly wind. That will bring us down to around 60. I think those overnight lows, I think Wednesday morning could possibly be the coldest. I think we'll see a mix of some more 20s and 30s. Here's the timing of when that cold front is going to arrive around the midnight hour to 3 a.m. for our northern counties. I think it'll reach around Midland, Odessa, possibly around 5 to 6 a.m. Further south, it's going to pass throughout much of the whole region by the time we head into your afternoon hour on Tuesday. It's going to be due to this big area of troughing, though. We have those kind of northwesterly winds aloft. That typically is a very dry flow for us, a bit more of that moisture return further south. This ridge of high pressure, though, is really going to be able to build back in, and as we head into the later portions of the week, that will at least help us bring back some warmer temperatures into the forecast. So a small roller coaster, but I think this is more like a little baby bump. We'll go from around 65 onto Monday, drop to 60 on Wednesday. So we'll go from 60 on Wednesday back to 72 degrees as we head into Saturday. So certainly warmer conditions are certainly going to be on the way, but we still got a little bit before we see those spring-like temperatures return. For today, if you want to go out for a walk with the dog, and for the kiddos heading out into the bus stop, they'll need a jacket for the morning. You'll also need that jacket, but we'll be back into some middle to near upper 50s by your afternoon, rounding up to 60s heading into your evening. We'll be around 65 into Midland with 67 over into Odessa. The same type of deal into Clyde and Winters, 68 for both San Angelo and Abilene, 65 over down into Sonora. Working throughout the next 7 days, a small roller coaster will go from around 68 from San Angelo on Monday to about 62 on Wednesday, rebounding back into some middle 70s as we head into the weekend. Same song and tune for the Permian Basin for Groundhog Day today. I think if he sees a shadow, he might have to push that extra week back. We'll be back into some 60s and even some 70s heading into the weekend. Our average is 61, but on Saturday, we'll be rounding up around 72 degrees. We'll be right back after the break.